We begin with the awards, the actual ceremony. The first award of the evening goes to Pavitra Mudaya for a homegrown sari label which revives heritage. May we have the AV please.
Handloom revivalist Pavitra Mudaya, co-founder Vimor. Pavitra Mudaya is the co-founder of Vimor along with her late mother Chimmi Nanjappa. Vimor has been working for the empowerment of weavers through conservation and design upskilling since 1974. Their textiles belong to every Indian, and she believes in guiding weavers through design to preserve the country's textile culture. She started training and hand-holding small-time weavers to help them transition from weavers to entrepreneurs through design guidance to address urban aesthetics. Pavitra Mudaya set up the Vimor Museum of Living Textiles in 2019 under the Vimor Handloom Foundation in 2004. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay and Pupul Jayakar, who were instrumental in the crafts and textile revival of India, played a great personal role in Vimor's journey. Today, all of her weavers have become successful, moving from 2 looms to 100 looms, with the second generation supplying handlooms all over India.
Pavitra, may we have you on stage, please? Pavitra, just a quick question. What do you wear? An heirloom?
This is a revival of a sari called Armoor. And a lot of my revival journey over 50 years, there are a lot of things that people have been part of. Like Jocelyn told me that this is from Armoor. So a common thing we think is a paisley is not really a paisley. It's a paneer dani that everyone stepping into any function is welcomed with the rosewater sprinkler. So these kind of things, and textiles is a fabulous example of showing how different regions assimilate, integrate, and make things. And I think it's one of the beautiful things that is a non-violent way of looking at livelihood and giving a livelihood of dignity. And we should remember that our largest income was through textiles. And I don't understand why we can't be back there. We've got so many hands that need to be given a job. And I think with everybody's support, I think we should be able to do that. Thank you.
We've got quite a few calls to action already. So I hope all the people with deep pockets are listening. The second award of the evening goes to Samhita Arni for making epics resonate again. May we have the video, please?
Author Samhita Arni has been passionate about retelling mythology ever since she was a child, and as an adult has been engaged in exploring critical ways in which women participate and are excluded from both mythological and historical narratives. She's written 4 books starting at the age of 11 with the Mahabharata, A Child's View, which has been published in over 7 language editions and sold over 60,000 copies. Sita's Ramayana, a second book, a collaboration with artist Moina Chitrakar, was a New York Times bestseller that is in its 6th reprinting. The Missing Queen was a thriller based on the Ramayana, and her last book, The Prince, is a work of historical fiction set in the Sangam era. The Prince won the 2020 Neve Book Award.
Samhita, may we have you on stage, please? Interesting, the connection with Kavita. Kavita runs the Neve Book Awards, so we have a nice connection between our Devis. Samhita, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. The next award for the evening goes to Nirupama Rajendra for teaching the young to care for classical dance forms. May we have the video, please?
On the front foot, Nirupama Rajendra, classical dancer. Nirupama Rajendra, a Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, is a renowned classical dancer and choreographer who has mastered both the forms of Bharatanatyam and Kathak. With 35 years of dedication, she has excelled as a performer, teacher, producer, and director of the Abhinava Dance Company. Alongside her husband Rajendra, she has delivered over 1,000 performances across 5 continents, reaching 7 million conversars. Nirupama has choreographed 200 plus sequences, including the video documentation of the Bhagavatajjakam, and trained 3,000 students. Contributing to Karnataka's art and culture, Nirupama has served as an honorary member of the Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy and as an advisor for PES University's dance department. Her groundbreaking research led to the creation of a new vocabulary, the Deshi Marga Adavu, expanding the language of classical dance. Additionally, she revived the ancient Madanotsava festival, bringing together hundreds of artists, fostering harmony and peace in the community.
Nirupama, may we have you on stage, please? Nirupama, I know your hands are full, but if I were to ask you to show us a manifestation of the Devi within, how would you do that? Yes. Wonderful. The one who gives joy.
You know, we are so thrilled that dancers are recognized in this award. I'm so grateful to the New Indian Express. Dancers are happy people, and happy people can never harm the world.
We need more of it. Thank you so much, Nirupama. The next award of the evening is to a wonderful young woman, Alina Alam, for making inclusivity and inclusive spaces the priority. May we have the video, please?
Inclusive activist Alina Alam. Alina Alam started Mitti Cafe at the age of 23 with a dream of showing the world the magical abilities. Mitti Cafe's work towards economic independence and dignity for persons with disabilities is noteworthy. The organization's outreach initiative helps create awareness about inclusion and disability rights. Alina is also a 4-time TEDx speaker and has been featured in the Forbes list of 30 under 30 Asia. She is a Commonwealth Youth Awardee and has received the Niti Aayog Women Transforming India Award, the Helen Keller Award, and the United Nations Intercultural Innovation Award.
Alina, may we have you on stage? And these are some of her wonderful people who work with her. Alina really has her hands full. I know how she's going to take the award. Sorry. Alina, could you also introduce?
Of course. So very quickly, 70 million people with disabilities in India and over a billion people with disabilities across the world. I'm a mother to a 2-year-old baby and I have another one coming. And generally when we conceive, what do we say? We want a healthy baby. What does a healthy baby indicate? A baby without a disability? The problem is not that there are over a billion people with disabilities across the world. The problem is the larger statistics, which is the disability in our perceptions, that stops us from showing the world the magic in their abilities. I started Mitti in 2017 with the dream of showing the world the magic of abilities. We started Mitti with zero startup capital and multiple rejections. 90% of our equipments, right from the spoon, second-hand oven, second-hand fridge, tissue papers were donated by people like you, by the community. Our first employee came in crawling for the interview because her family could not afford a wheelchair. Today, she sits on her wheelchair and manages 10 other people with disabilities. She's the manager for our first cafe, and her name is Kirti. As I talk to you, we have hundreds of Kirtis across the multiple Mitti cafes that we have today. When Bhairappa came in, he was rejected at 80 plus jobs, which is when post that we got lucky. Today, Bhairappa is our team lead at the Bangalore International Airport. Once Bhairappa caught hold of me and he tells me, Didi, in my village when I was born, they told me that I'm a child of ill omen because my mother passed away. He tells me, Didi, you know I've never had a friend in my life because villagers did not let their children play with him. And today, this boy Chalu, he's found friends, he's the team lead. He was told something even more painful. He was told that it's because of his disability, he will never find love. Don't be too sad. Then this happened. So, ये कौन है?
मेरा हीरोइन है.
Heroine है और ये कौन है?
हीरो है मेरा.
So Bhairappa and Rupa for y'all. This is my lovely Sudha Rani and you'll find her at Side Care Hospital. Chandrakant, our politician, he's a Gram Panchayat member by the way. Nandish, my favorite, our rock star, our manager at Bangalore International Airport, a para-athlete who's represented India so many times. We're so proud of you. Lakshmi, single mother of 2 children, only earning member of her family. She can't hear or speak. She has a dream that today she'll learn and one day her children will take her on a world tour. Yes.
He also wants to speak.
Santosh, she's our rock star working at IIM Bangalore. My husband, thank you for being there with me through thick and thin, and the love of my life, Swati. I mean, if a woman stands up for another woman, you're one example. Thank you so much for having us here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. She's going to grow up to be just like you. Thank you so much. I think a huge round of applause again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's moments like this that really make all this worthwhile. Thank you so much. Okay, the next award of the evening is to Sonali Satar for design sensibilities that ushered in a new era. May we have the AV, please?
The Tastemaker, Sonali Satar, Restaurateur. For over 20 years, Sonali Satar has been an independent entrepreneur who has owned and operated 2 businesses in highly competitive fields, clothes and food. In doing so, she has continued the legacy of her parents, who were both acclaimed restaurateurs and designers. Sonali graduated with a degree in fashion design from the National Institute of Fashion Technology NIFT Delhi in 1993. Along with her design partner Himanshu Timri, she made the radical decision to come back to Bengaluru, which at that time had a few local fashion houses that created clothes with a vision and a philosophy. They first launched Hidden Harmony, a label committed to the best raw materials and elegant minimalism. In 2002, they started their restaurant Grasshopper, an early pioneer in standalone fine dining restaurants. While Hidden Harmony has provided employment to women in the villages around Kali and Agrahara in Bengaluru, Grasshopper has trained and mentored students in the hospitality sector.
Sonali, may we have you on stage, please? I know, okay. Sonali, I know you told me you're very shy, but I'm going to make you speak nonetheless. How do you manage with both things? I mean, your fashion as well as the restaurant. Let me hold that for you.
Well, I think because they both give me so much joy, I never look at it as work. It's always just, a passion.
But what is it that connects the two, fashion and food, for you?
Well, for us, it is a philosophy that combines them both. It's all about doing things slowly, doing things, carefully and on a very small scale. So, yes, and they both, of course, involve design for us. It's a simplicity that goes through our clothes and our food. It's about really good raw materials and perfect execution. So that's what combines them.
Yeah, I never thought of it quite like that. Why is it called Grasshopper?
Well, it was really a random choice.
It's really random.
Of course, after that, we came across many grasshoppers there, and so we thought it was, a perfect coincidence. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The problem is, of course, when you eat all that food, then you can't fit into your clothes.
Well, luckily, they're quite roomy. So.
Great. Thank you so much. That's one restaurant that I have to go to, Sonali. So I'll be there. I'll be in Bangalore soon again. Thank you. The next award of the evening goes to a remarkable woman, Dr. Pratima Murthy, for dedicating decades to placing mental health first. May we have the AV, please?
The Brain, Dr. Pratima Murthy, Director, NIMHANS. Dr. Pratima Murthy, Director and Senior Professor of Psychiatry at the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, NIMHANS in Bengaluru, has over 3 decades of experience in the field of mental health. She is an alumnus of Bangalore Medical College and completed her diploma and MD in psychiatry from NIMHANS and also has a diploma in psychological medicine from the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom. She is also a fellow of the Royal College of Physicians in Glasgow, also in the United Kingdom, and Dr. Murthy has contributed to public policy in the fields of mental health, addictions, and the integration of mental illness with non-communicable diseases. Through her work on the human rights of persons with mental illness, she has contributed significantly to mental hospital reform and the programmatic expansion of mental health care. She has also been involved in improving institutional mental health care for women through her work with the National Commission for Women.
Dr. Murthy, may we have you on stage? Dr. Murthy, there's been a lot of conversation around mental health of late, but do you think we're still largely as a country in denial of the crisis that's actually staring us in the face?
I'll just start off by actually alluding to the conversation you had with Mr. Shibulal. The first thing that went through my mind is, why don't I have a wife?
We all need wives.
Yeah, we all need wives, don't we? But
one is enough.
but I think we all have loving families. And I think the larger family that I have is the Nimhans family, which has been wonderful in terms of doing work in mental health care. So, while we have focused predominantly on severe mental illness, what you said, about mental distress, I think a lot more people have become aware of it post COVID-19. And we know that 1 in 10 people has a diagnosable mental disorder, and for every 1 in 10 people, at least about 10 others have psychological distress.
Right.
So the whole idea is to reach out, and there's no health without mental health. We also have something called the Telemanas now. Anybody anywhere in the country has to just call 14416, and they will get counseling by trained counselors. So in that sense, it's more available.
I certainly didn't know of.
Yeah, it's more available, accessible, and everybody can get some confidential help. But it's more important about developing good networks around ourselves, informally, as well as reaching out for formal help. There's a huge stigma still around mental health.
And also, I think the idea that it doesn't just affect the individual, it also impacts the family.
Absolutely. It impacts the family, it impacts the workplace, and there is also evidence that, there is transgenerational, transmission of trauma. So I think there's a lot that we need to think about.
Yeah, but I think you're doing a stellar job. So
thank you so much.
Thank you. The next award of the evening goes to Kavita Gupta Sabharwal for fostering the cause of effective education. May we have the AV, please?
A strong foundation. Kavita Gupta Sabharwal, founder and managing trustee, Neve Schools. Kavita Gupta Sabharwal's professional experience till 2002 was largely in corporate strategy and finance functions. She headed for one of India's largest publicly listed pharma firms, Lupin Limited. She switched to education after frustrations with preschool education for her own children, starting Neve in 2005 with a vision to avoid the extremes and strike the right balance for overall early childhood development. The vision then moved to starting a grade school which works with the programs of the International Baccalaureate. Neve currently owns 5 preschools and 1 academy campus in Bengaluru and employs over 200 teaching professionals in a continuously growing team meeting the developmental needs of nearly 1,200 children. Neve does not franchise and believes in continuous organic growth as the only way to scale quality. Kavita also intends to start a community school for underprivileged children.
Kavita, may we have you on stage? Thank you so much, Kavita. Thank you. The next award of the evening goes to Vatsala Tirumalai for excellence in scientific research. May we have the AV please?
The Explorer, Dr. Vatsala Tirumalai, Professor and Dean, National Center for Biological Sciences. Dr. Vatsala Tirumalai is a Professor and Dean of Research at the National Center for Biological Sciences, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, TIFR, in Bengaluru. Her research interests are in motor systems, neural circuits, Development, and Neurophysiology. She was also a postdoctoral fellow from 2002 to 2008 at the Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory in New York and has won several honors, awards, and distinctions, such as the Wellcome Trust DBT India Senior Fellowship between 2018 and 24, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award in 2020, and the AC Tech Distinguished Alumnus Award in 2023. She is on the editorial board of eLife, J Physiology, and J Neurophysiology, and on the program committee of the Society for Neuroscience, Washington, D.C., USA.
Vatsala, may we have you on stage, please? Vatsala, so many awards. Where are you going to keep all of them?
Well, I just want to say that science is teamwork. Though I'm just one person here, it takes a village. It's support from my institution, National Center for Biological Sciences. It's funding from research organizations and from philanthropic donors. Shout out to all the rich people here again for scientific research.
We've got lots of shout outs today.
And finally, every woman needs her pillars of strength, her family. So shout out to my parents, Amma, Appa, this award is for you, and also to my husband, who
Wonderful.
sacrificed a lot braving Bangalore traffic every day, my darling daughter, and my siblings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think Bangalore traffic has a bad rep. Try going from Delhi to Gurgaon every day and you'll know exactly how bad it is. Okay, so the next award of the evening goes to Arundhati Nag for keeping theatre and its spirit strong. See, the loudest applause has come for you, Arundhati. Come. First we have to play the video. May we have the AV, please?
Stage star Arundhati Nag, founder and managing trustee, Sanket Trust. Arundhati Nag is a prominent actor and theatre personality who has been involved with the multilingual theatre movement in India for over 50 years. She is the founder and managing trustee of the Sanket Trust that runs Rangashankara, a theatre space in Bengaluru. Arundhati has also been involved in several television and film projects and has received both the Karnataka State Film Award in 1985 and the National Film Award 2010. She has also been presented the Padma Shri by the President of India for her untiring efforts and tremendous achievements in the arts, and also conferred the Sangeet Natak Academy Award in Theatre Acting in 2008 by India's National Academy of Music, Dance and Theatre.
Arundhati, may we have you on stage, please? And we all have to promise to build one Ranga Shankara in every city, or at least every village, at least every city of India. At least 4 to start with. Yes, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. The next award of the evening goes to Janvi Phalke for bolstering public engagement with science. May we have the AV, please?
Supporting science, Janvi Phalke, Founding Director, Science Gallery, Bengaluru. Janvi Phalke is a historian of science and technology and was awarded the 2023 Infosys Prize in the Humanities. Janvi is the founding director, Science Gallery, Bengaluru, part of an international network of 8 galleries and the only autonomous institution among them. The 1.4 lakh square feet gallery is one among many ambitious public engagement projects in India that seek to bring science back into culture. Prior to founding Asia's first science gallery, Janvi was a tenured faculty at King's College London and has also been an external curator at the Science Museum London. Besides authoring books such as Atomic State, Big Science in 20th Century India, and co-editing Science of Giants, China and India in the 20th Century, she has also directed and produced the documentary film Cyclotron in 2020.
Janvi, on stage, please. By the way, these are all edited bios. You can imagine how much more they've achieved. And Janvi, you must extract a promise from all of us here that we'll come and visit your gallery. Yeah? Oh, he has. Well done. See, that's why we have him here today. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is the penultimate award of the evening, goes to Meena Ganesh for taking health care to everyone's home. May we have the AV, please?
Institution builder Meena Ganesh, co-founder and chairperson, Portia Medical. A serial entrepreneur, Meena Ganesh co-founded Portia Medical, India's leading home healthcare company, in 2013. It now has 3,000 plus employees and operations across 20 plus cities in India and brings to patients the full range of in-home geriatric, chronic and post-operative care as well as allied healthcare services. As a partner of the platform growthstory.in, one of India's largest entrepreneurship platforms, she is also co-promoter of nearly a dozen new age internet and technology enabled startups, namely Big Basket, Bluestone, Homelane and Verloop.io. Meena's career spans organizations such as Tutor Vista, Pearson Education Services, Tesco Hindustan Service Center, Customer Asset, Microsoft India, PwC, and NIIT.
Meena is not here with us today. She had to travel suddenly. So her sister-in-law, Kalyani, yes, there she is, will receive the award on her behalf. Please tell Meena that we missed her. Thank you. Thank you so much. The last award of the evening, and I know it's a cliche, but it's really not the least. It's to Anju Bobby George, whom we all know and love, for paving the way which Indian athletes now tread on. May we have the AV, please?
Sports star Anju Bobby George, two-time Olympian. Dr. Anju Bobby George is easily one of the most celebrated athletes in our country's history. In 2002, she won a bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games, the first Indian woman athlete to do so, and a gold medal at the Asian Games. She also made history by winning a bronze medal at the 2003 World Athletics Championships in Paris, becoming the first Indian to achieve this feat. In 2005, Anju clinched the gold medal at the World Athletics Final, further solidifying her place among the world's best. She is a two-time Olympian and holds the national record for long jump with a mark of 6.83 meters achieved at the 2004 Athens Olympics. Recognizing her contributions to Indian sports, she was honored with the Arjuna Award in 2002, the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna in 2003, and the prestigious Padma Shri Award in 2004. Currently, Anju Bobby George serves as the Senior Vice President of the Athletics Federation of India and is deeply involved in nurturing young talent through her academy, the Anju Bobby Sports Foundation.
Anju, may we have you on stage, please? Anju, I have to ask you, of course, when will we see our first woman Olympian track and field medal? Maybe one of your students? Yes.
Thank you very much for honoring me with such a wonderful award. And when I was dreaming big, I had only 2 wings, but now I am dreaming with 16 wings, and it's a big dream. My 16 girls from my academy, already one got a World Championship medal, and 2028, I guess, you can witness that.
We'll hold you to that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'd just like to request Mr. Sunthalia to present Mr. Shibulal with a token of our appreciation. Thank you so much, sir. Wonderful. One last request of the day. May I request all the Devis to come on stage with their trophies so that we can have a group photo. I promise not to trouble you after this.